Today's Facepalm Sunday has been delayed until either tomorrow or Tuesday. But today's video is more of a requested video because my Tumblr and my Twitter filled up with requests after I saw this video last night. I tweeted it out, and the amount of requests people asking me to respond to it was a bit overwhelming compared to most content that I make. And ironically enough, I actually had a video about this guy 6 months ago, but I did not upload it because I appeared too hot-headed. I appeared way too angry, and I just thought I looked really stupid, and I didn't come across as professional in any way in regards to responding to someone. And I want to make this a lot better than that video. It was never uploaded on my channel for good reason. But that original video that I made 6 months ago was a response to him in public where this guy, Sam Pepper, the scummiest, shittiest, cunty-ish? That's not a word. Douchebag, douche prick, as I like to call people, who exists on YouTube. I don't use this phrase often, but I fucking hate this guy. I despise him. I wish him harm. And I can't say that about a lot of people. Like, I genuinely want to see this guy physically hurt. Because the stuff that he has done is beyond apprehensible, inappropriate, violating. It is sexual of nature, and it is making people feel uncomfortable. It is violating people. It's a total disregard of what consent is. In fact, he has no concept of what consent is. He takes sexual harassment and trivializes it and normalizes it into something that should be a laughingstock, a joke, as entertainment. And I believe that real sexual harassment being looked at as entertainment is fucking wrong. Flat out, I'm gonna say this. It's wrong. I believe it is wrong. You can call it a prank all you want. You can use that word to cover up your sexual harassment, but it doesn't change the cold hard facts, and that is that you have and you were sexually harassing women in this video. You can tell by the women's reactions that some of them are, they turn around like this and they're like, what the fuck? What the fuck did you just do? And if you haven't seen the video, Sam Pepper wears a sweatshirt that looks like both of his hands are in the front of his pockets when he's talking to a girl, and then he puts his, he pulls out his hand behind his back and then grabs her ass. He doesn't pinch it, he grabs her ass. Fondles it, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And my question is, Sam Pepper, is that where you draw the line, where you can sexually harass women in public and then laugh about it, trivialize, normalize it into a fucking prank, and that's what you use as a justification to violate and make women feel uncomfortable? It's really, really clear to see that these women that you've done this to in your video are uncomfortable, because laughter is a coping mechanism. In fact, a lot of people laugh when they're very, very uncomfortable. What's even more infuriating about this video is the fact that he attempts to blame his sexual harassment on other people who are walking by. That's disgusting to me. What if that girl actually thought that the other guy grabbed her ass and went to the police, and the police arrested the guy for sexual harassment, which does happen, by the way, and you got away with sexual harassment and the guy who was completely innocent gets arrested? Would you own up and say, I, Sam Pepper, sexually harassed this woman? Probably not. And the fact of the matter is, you have to hide, which proves that this is a fucked up prank. You have to hide your hands in your pockets to make it look to a girl that you're not attempting to grope her or touch her sexually. Slapping a woman's ass, grabbing a woman's ass, is a sexual advancement. Because it's something that is unwanted by these women, these victims, something that is unwanted, something that is sexual, is known as sexual assault. Sexual harassment. Harassment, by definition, is something that is unwanted. Unless you can present a magical, amazing case that women want random strangers caressing or grabbing their ass by douche pricks like yourself, there is no justification for it. I have dealt with this shit so much, I am tired of it. I cosplay and do conventions. And the conventions that I go to at Emerald City Comic Con, we have to have signs on the fucking wall that says no sexual harassment, anti-sexual harassment policy. And it includes no touching people inappropriately. That includes grabbing a woman's ass, or a guy's ass for that matter. That includes trying to touch a woman's breasts. We've had problems at Emerald City Comic Con of guys attaching cameras and trying to get pictures of women in with mini skirts, trying to get pictures underneath their skirt. These people have been apprehended by the police. There is an entire anti-sexual harassment team for these types of conventions, and it's sad that we have to have that in order to cosplay, in order to be characters that we love, in order for a woman to wear a Elektra cosplay. She has to have signs on the wall that says, report sexual conduct or sexual harassment. A random woman walking in public doesn't deserve to have her body violated and made uncomfortable because you find it funny. Oh, and let's not forget that technically speaking, the network that he is on, The Collective, condones this type of behavior. Do you want to know why? Because normal television shows, television networks, ABC, whatever network you watch on television, they have certain guidelines. Those guidelines include if someone comes out as racist on a talk show and says the N-word and they use homophobic slurs towards people and degrading manners, they're going to be kicked off that network. They're going to be kicked off that television show because it's a bad representation of the company, the network, and they don't want someone who's racist or homophobic on their show. It's really that simple. In the same way, your network, The Collective Group, needs to be held accountable, along with Sam Pepper, for allowing this type of sexual harassment to occur under their name, most of all making money, because that's what networks really care about. And YouTube networks are all about fucking money. To let this video remain on YouTube and let the message be sent that sexually harassing women and touching them inappropriately, making them feel uncomfortable, is completely okay as long as it's a prank, as long as it's funny. As long as it's entertainment. Because that's what sexual harassment is being made out to be here. Entertainment. And that is one of the fundamental problems with our culture and society today on understanding what consent is and what it is not. The fact that videos like this exist and are made out to be as entertainment and perfectly acceptable behavior. What you've done here is attempt to blame other people for the sexual harassment you've done and not be held accountable for the sexual harassment you've committed. Link down below in the description of this video is a link. If you click that link, it will tweet Sam Pepper. It will tweet out the Collective network that Sam Pepper is a part of. It will tweet them this video, along with a petition that is linked down below made by Lacey Green. This type of sexual harassment needs to stop. And it's not going to stop unless we take a stand and acknowledge the problems and what he has done is wrong and speak up about it. Because as long as we don't speak up, this type of behavior and actions are going to keep happening more and more and more and more. And the more it happens, the more people are going to be harmed and made victims of sexual assault or harassment. This video is not about white knighting. This video is not about being a social justice warrior. This video is about having common sense, which apparently doesn't exist to many people who support Sam Pepper. My name is Mr. Repzion, also known as Daniel Sulzbach. Please click the link down below, tweet it to Sam Pepper, The Collective, and hopefully both of them can be held responsible for the type of conduct that they have permitted and presented as okay. It's not. Peace the rip out, guys.